The British government has issued a highly classified and super-secret technical capability notice to Apple, making a shocking demand, a backdoor that grants them access to encrypted iCloud data worldwide. This means they want the ability to access every Apple user's private files, messages, and backups, not just in the UK, but across the entire world. Essentially, the British Crown wants to drink your Apple juice. And this isn't just a concern for UK citizens or Apple users in one region. This impacts everyone globally who owns an iPhone or uses iCloud for storage. But it doesn't stop there. This move also signals an aggressive stance against end-to-end encryption, putting apps like Telegram, Signal, WhatsApp, and other secure communication services at serious risk. The reason the UK government believes it has the right to demand this level of access stems from the Investigatory Powers Act of 2016. This law grants British intelligence agencies, such as MI5 and MI6, an almost God mode level of hacking capability. It also forces Internet Service Providers, ISPs, to retain detailed logs of every website you visit, among other mass surveillance measures. But here's where things get even more disturbing. It is illegal for Apple to even acknowledge or disclose this demand. The only reason we know about it is likely due to a whistleblower who leaked the information to the media. In today's video, we'll explore what this demand means for iCloud users, how end-to-end encryption actually works, and what steps you can take to prevent governments from getting access to your private data. How iCloud encryption works, and why governments want. No one but Apple knows the exact amount of data stored in iCloud, but we do know it reaches exabyte-level storage, an almost incomprehensible amount of data. Most of this information is protected using standard encryption, which means that when you upload your files, they are encrypted in transit and encrypted at rest on Apple's servers. However, the decryption keys that unlock this data are stored in Apple's data centers. This means that if a government forces Apple to hand over these keys, they can unlock and access user data. That's exactly why many governments are comfortable with this level of encryption. It still leaves a backdoor open for law enforcement when needed. But then came a game changer in 2022. Apple introduced Advanced Data Protection, an opt-in feature that provides end-to-end encryption for iCloud storage. The key difference? The decryption keys are stored on the user's device, not with Apple. This means even Apple itself cannot access your data, let alone hand it over to law enforcement. For privacy-conscious users, this was an incredible leap forward, but for governments, especially intelligence agencies that thrive on mass surveillance, it was a nightmare. The battle between encryption and surveillance. End-to-end encryption is not a new concept. In fact, it dates back to 1991, when PGP, Pretty Good Privacy, was first developed to secure email communication. Today, messaging apps like Signal and WhatsApp use the double ratchet algorithm, which ensures that every message is encrypted with a unique key. This system has two key advantages. Even if a single encryption key is compromised, past and future messages remain secure. This is called forward secrecy. Each message gets a unique encryption key, meaning mass surveillance is nearly impossible. This kind of security is exactly what governments hate because it prevents mass data collection. Until quantum computers become powerful enough to crack modern encryption, governments have no easy way to break in, which is why they pressure companies like Apple to create backdoors instead. Will Apple comply with the UK's demand? Apple has plenty of critics, but when it comes to user privacy, they have historically taken a strong stance. A perfect example is the 2016 San Bernardino case. After a mass shooting, the FBI demanded that Apple create a backdoor to unlock the shooter's iPhone. Apple refused, citing user privacy and security risks. The case escalated to a legal battle, and in the end, the FBI had to pay a third-party security firm over $1 million to hack into the device. This raises a critical question. Will Apple cave to the UK government's demands this time? The most realistic outcome is that Apple will not fully comply, but rather find a compromise, such as disabling advanced data protection for UK users while keeping it available in other regions. This would be similar to how tech companies comply with China's strict censorship laws while keeping their services unchanged elsewhere. However, this would set a dangerous precedent. If the UK forces Apple to make changes, other countries will follow, further undermining user privacy worldwide. how to protect your privacy online. If you truly care about your digital privacy and believe it's a fundamental human right, and are not doing anything illegal, here are some key steps you should take. Use end-to-end encryption for all your communications. Apps like Signal provide the highest level of security. Avoid platforms that do not offer this protection. Enable full disk encryption on your hard drive. This ensures that even if your device is seized, its contents remain inaccessible without your password. Use a trusted VPN with a strict no-logs policy to prevent ISPs from tracking your internet activity. Browse the internet using the Tor network. This anonymizes your traffic and prevents ISPs from seeing what you're doing online. However, keep in mind that in the UK, simply using Tor might flag you for surveillance. Use a privacy-focused operating system like Tails OS. This system runs directly from a USB drive, leaving no traces behind once you shut it down. This prevents forensic data recovery if authorities seize your device. Be mindful of your digital footprint. Even the most secure encryption cannot protect you if you accidentally reveal personal information online. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next video.